Hi, this is Andrew Nemec of the Oregonian and OregonLive. I'm joined by Team USA point forward, Troy Brown Jr. Is that how you like to be referred to, point forward, or what do you consider yourself?
At this point, I prefer myself as a point guard, but I mean, like when you playing with guys like Colin Sexton and Trayvon Duval, who are also very good players, because of my height, I moved to like the 2 or 3, and I have no problem with that. So point forward fits me too.
And you grew up playing point guard, and then you became 6'7", and it became a situation where you could play the 1 through 3. When did you start to transition from point guard to people saying, hey man, if you're 6'7", we might move you around a little bit?
Well, my biggest thing was probably like either camps or when I went to USA Basketball. When I went to USA Basketball, Coach Showalter made it known that I wasn't playing point guard. And from there, like I didn't have a problem with it. I was just kind of like, okay, whatever helps us win. Because even in the NBA, they don't do like everybody plays their position. Like Carmelo Anthony plays the 4 in USA Basketball. So my biggest thing was I was just trying to do whatever I needed to do to get on the team. So from there, I realized I kind of needed to develop my skills more offensively and defensively being able to guard like multiple positions and guys that are bigger than me. So it just, I feel like for me, it just helps expand my game and it doesn't really bother me too much anymore.
One of the ways I describe you is creator, and that seems to be kind of a new, like a very modern NBA thing where you're not necessarily a position, you're just a guy who can score and facilitate. Russell Westbrook, James Harden, LeBron James, those guys aren't traditional point guards, but they're creators. They're going to be the guy with the ball in their hands late to create. Is that where you see yourself being? Is that the type of player you want to be? I mean, I know those are 3 very different players, but that role?
Well, yeah, like you said, like creator, like I'm just a basketball player. I'm not one-dimensional because I can do everything on the court. I feel like it helps me be able to, if somebody's having a really good game offensively, I can go play defense on the best player, or I can go rebound when they miss a shot. And like, it just helps me be able to do so much else on the court other than just being, oh, he can score the basketball. So I feel like it helps fill a lot of spots that a lot of players don't have.
This is your first Nike Hoop Summit. How is the Hoop Summit different than the McDonald's All-American game and the Jordan Brand Classic? I've heard it's more competitive and then there's more of a chance maybe to showcase yourself in front of future NBA GMs, talents, execs, things like that.
I would say from like a GM perspective, there are a lot more GMs and stuff like that, but I feel like at McDonald's it's more of like a individual type of thing, like guys try to go out and prove something to scouts. But I feel like at Hoop Summit, you're kind of forced to do what you need to do in order to play your role because we're playing team basketball and we're going out to win a game. We're not out here trying to go one-on-one every play and stuff like that. Like when you full court press, that's how you know it's not just an all-star game. So I feel like there's more of a team bonding experience during Hoop Summit than there is kind of during McDonald's. So
you're a guy and a rare guy in that you can help everywhere. How much did Dana Altman's ability to find roles for guys like you factor into your recruitment?
Well, he does a great job developing players, and that was one huge thing for me. And so kind of see him develop Tyler and Dylan and those guys and then putting them in the spots that they needed to be, it just kind of made me think like, hey, like if I can do all these things, I wonder what he can do for me. And so kind of watching them play and knowing Coach Altman and having that relationship, I was just really excited to come to Oregon, and I believed in everything he preached to me 100% because I knew his background and stuff like that. So yeah.
Okay, you get one top 10 play on SportsCenter out of the Nike Hoop Summit. Just like theoretically, what would you like it to be? A huge dunk, a huge defensive play, a nice pass? What would Troy Brown Jr.'s #1 SportsCenter highlight be?
My #1 sports highlight, I would say we're down by 1. The other team has the ball. I'm playing on-ball defense on my guy. I get a steal, get a scoring layup, and we win.
A scoring layup? You're not going to bam it or flush it or
anything? Something, yeah. I dunk it, whatever. Like I just wanted to be a defensive play.
Okay.
That would make, like, because that doesn't happen that often. Like just seeing somebody like play defense like as hard as they can and then get a steal to win the game. Like I just feel like that would be a great top 10 moment. So.
Okay. What do you like to do for fun outside of basketball?
I like to go on hikes. I like to draw. I play video games, like you were talking about earlier. I play Call of Duty. Hang out with my friends and my family. I'm really family oriented, so yeah.
What do they think of your move a little bit further away from home, and how often do you think they'll get to go to your games?
My parents they were 100% supportive about it. They believed in everything. Like I said, as a family, we came together and we talked about it, so they're enjoying every little bit of it. But yeah, that's how they feel about it. So.
Who do you try to emulate, or who do you try to be like on the basketball court?
Well, my biggest idol that I always wanted to play like was Magic Johnson, but it eventually got to a point where it was like, you're passing too much.
Okay.
So I
it's got to be more of a score.
Yeah, you got to score the basketball eventually. So eventually it kind of turned into like a Penny Hardaway situation. So yeah, and I watched a lot of him too. I met him during the EYBL circuit this year, and he was real supportive and he understood how I feel to be a tall guard and stuff like that. So he supported me 100% and everything. So that was really nice.
Was there a moment, maybe it's an NBA player, maybe it's a coach, that you found out like, hey, I'm for real, I belong on the national stage? Was there somebody that came up to you and said like, hey man, I like your game, or anything like that you felt like, wow, I mean, it must be coming together for me?
I don't know. It's because it's just been such a long road, and everybody's been really supportive over the years and stuff like that. And just most people just enjoy the fact that I play hard. So most coaches usually just compliment me on that. But other than that, I usually just kind of get it from my dad. My dad isn't hard on me, but his expectations for me are very high. And so usually when he's telling me, hey, you're getting the job done, that's when I feel like, okay, we're making a little progress here. So yeah.
Troy, we got to get going. I appreciate your time. Andrew Nemec of the Oregonian and OregonLive, joined by Team USA's Troy Brown Jr. Troy, we look forward to seeing more of you in Eugene in the next year plus 2, 3, 4 years. Thanks, man.
Appreciate it.